what's up guys, it's Emily. Welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be making a video on the stages of pregnancy and my opinions on abortion and the laws that are in place in certain states. The first half of this video is going to be mainly based on facts. The second half is going to be my opinions. I took a lot of time doing research. I will be linking all of my sources down below. I've made sure that all my sources are reliable, and yeah, so the first half is based on facts. So within the first 2 weeks of pregnancy, an egg is released from an ovary, meaning you are most likely to conceive if having unprotected sex. Week 3, during intercourse, so after the man ejaculates, sperm enters the vagina and the strongest one will travel through the cervix and into the fallopian tubes. Conception occurs when a single sperm enters the egg. The combined egg and sperm is called a zygote. A zygote contains all the genetic information necessary to become a baby. The zygote travels down the fallopian tube during the next few days. During that time, a blastocyst is formed. A blastocyst is a clump of cells. It is made up of an inner group of cells with an outer shell. The inner group of cells will become the embryo. It is what will develop into a baby. The outer group of cells will become structures called membranes, which protects and nourishes the embryo. The 4th week of pregnancy, the blastocyst buries itself in the uterine wall once it reaches the uterus. At this point in the mother's menstrual cycle, the lining of the uterus is thick with blood and ready to support the baby. The blastocyst receives nourishment from the mother's blood once it sticks tightly to the wall of the uterus. During the 5th week of pregnancy, the start of the embryonic period, it is when all of the baby's major systems and structures start to develop. The embryo cells multiply, start taking on specific functions. This is called differentiation. Blood cells, nerve cells, and kidney cells all form, or begin to start forming. Embryo grows rapidly and the baby's external features start to form. Brain, spinal cord, and heart start to form within the 5th week. It is not fully formed. Gastrointestinal tracts start to form. First trimester is when the baby is at most risk for damage from things that could cause birth defects. Weeks 6 to 7 of the pregnancy, arm and leg buds start to grow. Brain forms into 5 different areas. Some cranial nerves are visible. Ears and eyes begin to form. Tissue that becomes bones and spine grows. Heart continues to form and starts beating. Blood pumps through main vessels. Within the 8th week of pregnancy, arms and legs have grown longer, hands and feet begin to form, and the brain continues to grow. The lungs also start to form. Within the 9th week of pregnancy, nipples and hair follicles form, arms grow and elbows develop, baby's toes can be seen, all baby's intestinal organs begin to grow. Week 10. Eyelids are more developed and begin to close, outer ears begin to take shape, facial features become more distinct, intestines rotate. End of week 10, the baby is no longer an embryo and is now a fetus, a stage of development up until birth. Weeks 11 through 14, eyelids close and do not reopen until week 28. Baby's face is well formed. Limbs are long and thin. Nails appear on fingers and toes. Genitals appear. Baby's liver makes red blood cells. Head is very large. The baby is now capable of making a fist. The tooth buds appear for baby teeth. Weeks 15 through 18. Baby's skin is almost transparent. Fine hair called lanugo develops on baby's head. Bones become harder. Muscle tissue and bones keep developing. Baby begins to move and stretch. Liver and pancreas produce secretions. The baby now makes sucking motions. Weeks 19 to 21, the baby can now hear. The baby is more active and continues to move and float around. The mother now feels a fluttering in the lower abdomen. Quickening is when the mother can feel baby's first movements, and the baby can now swallow. Week 22, lanugo hair covers baby's entire body. Meconium, baby's first bowel movements, is made in intestinal tract. The eyebrows and eyelashes appear. The baby is more active with increased muscle development. The heartbeat can be heard with the stethoscope. Nails grow to the end of fingers. Weeks 23 to 25. Bone marrow begins to make blood cells. Lower airways of baby's lungs develop. Baby begins to store fat. Week 26, eyebrows and eyelashes are well formed. Eyes are fully developed. The baby might startle in response to loud noises. Footprints and fingerprints are forming. Air sacs form in baby's lungs, but lungs are still not ready to work outside the womb. Weeks 27 to 30, the brain grows rapidly. The nervous system is developed enough. Eyelids can open and close. Respiratory system, while immature, produces surfactant. The substance helps the air sacs fill with air. Weeks 31 to 34, baby quickly grows and gains a lot of fat. Rhythmic breathing occurs, but lungs are not fully mature. Bones are fully developed but still soft. Body begins storing iron, calcium, and phosphorus. Weeks 35 to 37, baby weighs about 5.5 pounds, 2.5 kilograms. Baby keeps gaining weight but will most likely not get much longer. Skin is not as wrinkled and fat starts forming under the skin. Baby has definite sleeping patterns. Heart and blood vessels are fully developed. Bones and muscles are fully formed. Weeks 38 to 40, lanugo is gone except for on upper arms and shoulders. Fingernails might extend beyond fingertips. Small breast buds are present in both sexes. In 40th week, it has been 38 weeks since conception, and baby can be born any day. So those are the facts and stages of pregnancy. My opinion on it, I am pro-choice. So when people say, oh, the heart is fully developed in week 6, the heart is not fully developed in week 6. It actually starts forming around week 4 and is actually completely formed within about 8 weeks. The heart could also develop late in pregnancy. It all depends on the person. Not everybody's pregnancy is the same, and it could develop later on in the pregnancy. That's why I do not agree with the laws that are going on in the states. I do believe that it is your body and your choice, and you do not have to agree with other opinions, and you don't have to get an abortion yourself. But do not put your beliefs on other women, because you do not know their story, what they're going through, and what is going on in their lives that have led them to make the certain decisions that they do. All of this was based on facts. You can't try to make an argument out of that. Also, abortion is not killing or murder in any way, because in order for something to be killed, it has to be a fully formed living thing. The heart is not fully formed until the 8th week. The brain is not fully formed until much later in the pregnancy. Sorry, this lighting is showing bad. Until much later in the pregnancy, and is a developing fetus. It is not a fully formed baby. The mother has every right to do what is best for her and her body. And when people say, oh, it should get a chance at life, what about the mother that is already living and that in whatever circumstance needs to have an abortion? That should be a choice. So I hope this video taught you something new.
Oh, so sorry, it's like way later. But I just wanted to add in, when people were like, you're killing a child, it's an embryo. It's a clump of cells. It's an embryo. That's just facts, you know?
Please check the description down below. I have some important messages for you, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.